All right, so I'm recording, I think, and I just want to welcome you and thank you so much for taking the time to come and see what I love, what I have to offer, and what I just want to share, especially right now, where health and wellness and like maybe even an additional income is something that people would be super interested in, just because we're living in a very, very different world than we were living in a month ago. And who would have thought that things were going to change so fast? But hey, we're human beings, and our human nature is to adapt and change with the time and do what we have to do. So I invited you to listen to some information about biohacking, which I don't know if any of you have maybe heard about that. I've been biohacking for about nearly 5 years now. And excuse me, it actually all started because of my family right here. If you see the picture, my husband and I, we've been together for about 12, 13 years nearly. And my daughter, my stepdaughter, my stepson have been living with us for about 8 now. And my little boy, you can't really see it, but he's in a wheelchair. And he's the reason that I really kind of came along on this biohacking journey and how I found out about this, because I was working, 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 or 9 to 9 sometimes, you never know. I was working a very difficult, very stressful sales job before. And it was very hard at that time, okay? And I know it still is, because when we're on our day-to-day, we're always running around, we're always stressed. We've got work, we've got our kids, we've got our grandkids, we've got, commutes up and down. And once you get home in the evening, sometimes you just feel like your head is ready to explode, right? And I don't know if it was just you or just me, but I know it happens to a lot of people. And I was just really looking for something that would give me a little bit more time to be home with my kids, and also do something to help my son's health, because he has a degenerative disease called MPS type 6, all right? And it's very, very rare. You've probably never heard about it, but it is a disease that over time gets worse. And us not being able to spend time with him and give him that attention and give him all the help that he needs was also a huge issue for us. So that was kind of like my drive on this journey. And it's been an amazing ride, and it still is, because it's an interesting subject that not a lot of people know about, but it's coming out to the forefront. So I want to start just by telling you just a little bit about what biohacking and nutrigenomics is about, all right? Because nobody has heard of that word. And when you look at nutrigenomics, okay, nutrigenomics basically, by definition, all right, is the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition, so basically what you put in your body, and the genes and the DNA that are in your body. So what you eat, what you drink can affect our DNA and can therefore help or prevent or assist in treatments of diseases. So I thought that was really interesting, because when you look at the science behind it, okay, biohacking means hacking your biology, as in hacking a computer. Right? People can go into the computer and change the systems. Well, we can go into our DNA and actually change our system and make our bodies function better. Now, when I heard about this, it kind of like mind blown, because I didn't even think that something like this was possible. But I started giving this biohacking technology to my son, and within a week I had a different child. It was absolutely amazing, right? So nutrigenomics is coming up to the forefront nowadays, and it's changing a lot of things, because we're starting to notice that we don't have to be hijacked all the time, okay? And by hijack, it's something that's happening to our bodies every day, okay? It's like we're being bombarded, okay? Just by, not even just emotionally or by the toxins that are all around, but even the water we drink, the food we eat, everything has toxins in it. Everything has like chemistry and the chemicals in it. And like, there's so many more kids nowadays that are sick. There's so many more people that suffer from obesity. There's so many more people that have tummy issues, just because our insides are no longer working properly. So our body is being constantly hijacked. And what we want to do as biohackers is basically take control of that. Take control of all the bad things that are going in there and become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So using this nutrigenomic technology is how we research and how we've developed some very interesting techniques to adjust our DNA. And that's where like my story comes in a little bit more, because I had never, like, if you know me, okay, you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, I'm not like, yeah, okay, I'm a nerd, but I'm not like super smart or geeky or anything like that, right? But I kind of understood, because of my son's condition, that obviously what we take in is very important to how our body functions. And a friend of mine called me up one day, and it was funny because I just actually lost my job and I was looking for something to do. And basically, after I got home one night, I was very depressed. I was very upset that I lost my job, because it was something I love to do. Okay, even though it's stressful, I love my career. And I just thought, you know what? I just need something else. I need something that'll help Harvey, because he wasn't doing very well. And my friend sent me this video. Now, if you see on the screen, okay, I don't know if you know Mr. John Quinones. That was him back in 2005. He looks the same today. Okay, absolutely, exactly the same. I can send you a picture, and it's because he takes our technology. But basically what happened, okay, is in 2005, John Quinones and ABC Primetime did an investigative report on our product, okay? And it's interesting because our product, okay, this is our little bottle, okay? It's our little blue bottle, and inside is what I like to call, or what everybody basically calls, a little yellow pill, okay? This is our magic pill. I'm not allowed to say that, but still, you know what I mean. So this product, okay, this NRF2 activator was sold at GNC since 2003. So we've been on the market for a long time. There's a lot of science behind this, but it really wasn't selling very well. We were selling about $3 million a year. And that's basically because nobody can tell what this can do. I mean, if I put this on a shelf, can you tell what this does? No, you can't. You have to research it. And what John Quinones and his team did is they did a report and they researched this. And he actually took blood and measured his levels of oxidative stress, which is what this says, this affects in the body. And a huge breakthrough was done, because after this report aired, I remember I just said we used to sell $3 million a year. Well, in one night after this like 20-minute video aired, and I can send it to you if you want to have a look at it. I have it in a shortened version. We sold $5 million worth of product in one night. Okay, and this was back in 2005. So those were big numbers back then. And if you look at selling 3 million a year versus 5 million a night, you actually see how much impact and how interesting this product really was. Because after that, we got contacts from universities, we got contacts from research scientists, from labs. Everybody wanted to study this because it was something that nobody had ever heard about. And that's what I'm going to tell you about really quickly, okay? I'm going to explain the technology at super basic level for you, the same way it was explained to me and the same way I've been explaining it ever since, because it makes sense. And then I'm just going to talk really quickly about the product and the opportunity, all right? And time-wise, I think I'm still doing okay, all right? So in order to not confuse you, I'm going to draw it up, all right? Because it's easier. I'm visual, and I'm not going to put like a 10-minute video for you guys to watch, okay? I'm going to tell you the basics, the lowdown. This is how I understand it and how basically you should understand this too. So this is a cell. You good with me so far, Jennifer? You following me? Yeah, this is a cell. Okay, we know this. Okay, so cells inside them, all right, they have a whole bunch of stuff, right? They have nuclei, they have nucleus membranes, mitochondria, everything. However, the interesting thing that they have are these little triangles, we're going to put them, okay? And these are enzymes, okay? Enzymes happen in our bodies, and enzymes basically are the things that clean our blood, okay? So what do they clean it from? Well, they clean it from all the toxins that happen, because, hey, when you drink water, you put toxins in your body. When you exercise, you make your cells move and you're getting toxins out there. When you eat, you're putting toxins in your body. You eat sugar, you're putting toxins in your body, right? These are things that we know. So normally these, and they're called free radicals, okay? You might have heard of these before. So these free radicals normally accumulate, that's fine, but we have these enzymes in our bodies that clean up the free radicals so that our bodies can keep functioning normally. And that's how our body works. And that's how it works until we turn about 20 years old. Okay. Our scientist, Dr. Jill McCord, he's the one that discovered this NRF2 activation. Okay. He discovered that when we turn 20, okay, there's a couple of enzymes that actually turn off in our body, and those are normally the cleaners. So what happens when our body doesn't start producing enzymes anymore? Well, all these free radicals and toxins are obviously going to continue to accumulate, and that's when, you know, cellular inflammation happens, that's when breaks happens, that's when you start to break down, that's when you get degeneration. So that's when you start to get like osteoporosis, arthritis, wrinkles, any issues, all right, are all because our body inside gets older, and that's normal. So what Dr. Jill McCord discovered is that every morning we wake up with 3, and it's a really long number, okay? It's supposed to be like 26 zeros that I have to put back here, okay? The number is 3 sextillion, okay? We wake up every morning with 3 sextillion of these free radicals in our body, okay? I know Anne for sure has heard of this, and I'm sure, Jennifer, you've heard of this too, or anybody else that's joining me. I know you've seen, take your vitamin C to get your antioxidants, drink your green juice so you can get your antioxidants and fight those free radicals. Yes, beautiful, that is great. But a vitamin C, okay, or eating an orange or drinking a glass of red wine, right, that has antioxidants in it that can help combat this, right, doesn't do the same job as our enzymes do. If you take a vitamin C, you're actually going to combat these number of free radicals that are in your body on a 1-to-1 scale. Okay? 1-to-1 doesn't do much when you have 3 sextillion free radicals every morning when you wake up, just because your body is functioning. Okay, you don't even need to drink a cup of coffee for that. Okay? That's like automatic. Good morning, 3 sextillion. Here you go. Okay, so taking a pill of vitamin C is not going to help much. What was discovered is our enzymes, the ones that our body activates themselves, can actually fight these free radicals on a 1 to 1 million per second scale. Okay? 1 to 1 million per second can start to tickle this 3 sextillion number and can actually start to help clean up our cells again, because that's what they normally do anyway. Our body just naturally turns it off because we have to age. So by activating this NRF2 protein that this little pill here does, okay, we are actually turning on the enzymes again, making it possible for these vacuum cleaners, because that's what they are, because they clean, for these vacuum cleaners to clean up our cells again and help our bodies function better. Okay? So simple, yet so difficult, because our bodies are supposed to age. Okay? But by being able to do this and by being able to clean yourself better, I mean, it's really simple. It's like, just think about it. If your blood is clean, well, then your system will be cleaner. Your system's cleaner, well, then your organs will be cleaner. Your organs are cleaner and functioning better, well, then your body's going to feel better. Right? It's very, very simple at the end of the day. And that's what I noticed with Harvey, because Harvey's condition actually doesn't even produce enzymes. So he doesn't have any of these. And when I started activating them in him, like I tell you, within a week, I went from a screaming child that never ate, that was always fighting me, to a kid that was sitting in the living room singing a song on his iPad and saying please and thank you when he wanted water and ate his vegetables. I was like, wow, right? So that's what Protandim is. And the beautiful thing about it, the beautiful thing about the technology is that it's also 100% natural, okay? Basically all of our products, and I'm going to flow into products right now with this, are based on this technology, okay? The technology of activating your own body again so that it can function better and it can clean itself is done through, and I'm sure you know a couple of these ingredients, okay? Turmeric, which is great for cooking, milk thistle, which is a really good extract also to clean the brain and the functions and everything. Green tea, super antioxidant, all right? Bacopa cleans the liver, and ashwagandha is a neurological assist. People actually take it when they have like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Ashwagandha is a root that is often prescribed. So even though individually these things are amazing, combined, they have this amazing synergy and where they turn on our NRF2 protein, okay? So that's the interesting part. That's the real technology that I'm always so excited about to share, because something like this I had never seen before. I don't know if you have, but something as simple as this can increase, and I know you can see my screen here, superoxide dismutase, that's one of the enzymes, catalase, which is another one of the enzymes, oops, sorry, oh, I went forward, and glutathione by 300%. Glutathione is a very interesting enzyme because there's quite a few conditions and diseases that are actually because of glutathione deficiency. And glutathione deficiency also has a lot to do with the lungs. And so I'm going to touch on a point here in a second. But being able to lower the oxidative stress in our bodies, 40% in 30 days is what we are patented to do, is what this little pill does. All the studies have shown it. There's been studies done on this. We have about 26, 27 independent studies done on our product, which is very rare, including one that shows that this little pill can actually extend life by 7%. 7% more life. That's kind of fascinating, because if you have a longer life, you can do more with your life and you can help more people in your life. Okay. I already mentioned the publications and the independent research that wanted to be done. This is just a list of a couple of institutions and universities. The American Heart Association is super behind our products. The obviously antioxidants and oxidative medicine and cellular regeneration is very much interested in this kind of technology, because that's what it's all about, right? We're regenerating our own bodies. So I like to research everything. I'm a research freak, and I did a lot of research before I started taking this or even giving this to Harvey. But you can see here, if you go to pubmed.gov, which is where all the doctors basically go and check for their research, the research papers, you'll find this was done, or there was 23, by now there's 27 papers, okay? And if you look at oxidative stress, which is what this little pill lowers, oxidative stress in and of itself affects every single organ, every single organism in the body, and people don't know it, okay? If you were to go on to PubMed and put in oxidative stress, you'll get over 180,000 different results on where it affects. So even something as simple as weight loss is affected by oxidative stress. And right now, I'm really like, I know with COVID, there's been nothing yet that's out there that can say that can help or that whatever, but that can protect. But oxidative stress and NRF2 activation has been linked, and that's why I put it out here as an extra, with respiratory diseases, and can help to prevent certain viruses. Already proven has been, for example, influenza. Okay, influenza gets fought with this very easily. So it's always good to have your body activated and be as safe as possible during these difficult times, all right? Now, the rest of our products I'm going to fly through, okay, because I have about 10 minutes left. After NRF2, okay, we obviously started developing our product line a little bit more. We came out with NRF1, and NRF1 has to do with mitochondria. Mitochondria, if you've known or heard about it, has to do with—
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
You can hear me. Yay. All right. So can you hear me again? Am I good?
Yes.
Okay, I think somebody was joining us. I think Chris joined us, that's why. Thank you for letting me know. So yeah, so Chris, if you missed the beginning part, just let me know. Can send you the information later by email and by YouTube. But I was just mentioning the mitochondria in our bodies. Normally that has to do with energy. So once you turn 40s, 50s, you start to get really tired. You start to forget every day where you put your keys, not just once in a while, like when you have mom brain, right? But so the mitochondria actually helps the body have more energy, sleep better, and have better cognitive function as well, which is really important. And again, as you can see, it's 100% natural as well, okay? The latest product that we've come out with is actually an NAD synergizer, and that's another one. There's a whole bunch of technology behind that too. When you take it in combination with the 1 and 2, okay, together with this, it's like turning your body into Flash. It's amazing. I mean, I take NAD and I'm like Energizer Bunny all day until the evening, and then I sleep awesome because this helps me sleep. So it's an awesome combination. Okay? This NAD actually, when your body replicates its cells, right? You know that obviously when you make a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy, which we end up becoming, they end up not working so well anymore. NAD actually stops breaks happening when genes and when DNA is copied. So it actually helps the copies stay just as good as the originals, which is really, really interesting. So that's another new technology that we've just recently added. And it's also, again, 100% natural. Okay, so physique, these are the rest of our products. We have a weight loss line, okay? We obviously work with probiotics. Everybody knows that brain and gut, okay, are a super combo, and they are connected and they work 100% in combo. So we have some awesome technology included in there where it actually stops, it protects the probiotics to get to the small intestine where they need to go, where normally other probiotics don't even make it there because
It's a fucking selling show.
Excuse me? So, actually it doesn't really, they don't really get to where they need to, and people don't get the full benefits from them. Okay, the other one is, come on, keep going. Omegas, yes, our omegas. Omegas, if you've heard of omegas, they're really important for our concentration, okay? And we've also included vitamin D, which a lot of people in this country regretfully are deficient in, which is really weird because we have a lot of sunshine. But it's a nice combo because you don't have to end up taking more than one pill. You can take all your omegas and you can take your vitamin D together. Okay. The rest is Axial. The next one will be Axial. Axial is an energy drink. Just because the energy market is a huge market, and we utilize the NRF2 technology that I was telling you about in these drinks. So we have a version that can help with energy for you. If you drink Monsters or Red Bull, you should know that those are not good for you. Okay, I hope you do. They're full of sugar and really bad. But these versions are natural. They're made with no artificial flavors, with no sugars, none of that. Okay. And they're even vegan, so hey, why not, right? And the decaf version, which is what I drink because I can't drink caffeine. Imagine that. I'm all over the place, but I don't even take caffeine. The decaf version has worked amazingly for kids that have ADHD. It helps them focus. It's so fascinating to watch. Like within 10 minutes, they're a completely different child. It's so interesting. Apart from that, we have the whole physique line that is for weight loss and weight management, okay? We deal with weight management more instead of weight loss because we know that weight loss, when you deal with it, you go down and then you always go back up. So the weight management is a little bit of a different system, but we help you, we walk you through the steps, we walk you through everything. True Science, our skincare line, you can see the difference in what this has also, again, NRF2 technology. We have a skincare line and we have a hair care line. Okay, and both of these are full of NRF2 technology. You can see the difference of what happens on the skin. You can see the hair, how it starts to grow for people that are having, like starting to lose some hair or getting bald or getting a little bit more thin over time. These are amazing and they're super clean for the environment. There's no bad ingredients in there that are harmful, so you can flush them or you can get them down the drain without an issue. Now my computer's going really slow, but the last one that we have is NRF2 technology for puppies because we love our doggies. So we came up with this as well, and it's the only supplement that combats oxidative stress. Also, again, 100% natural. So as you can see, what the products have really amazing science behind it, all right? Whether you would be interested in it as a part of the business or just for your own health is completely up to you, all right? If you want to hear some more information, if you want some more research, I will be happy to share that with you. I can only tell you that it's made a huge difference in my family's life. It's made a huge difference in my son's life, and it's made a huge difference in a lot of people's lives that I know. And if you're looking at it from a business aspect right now, maybe because we're looking for new sources of income, you can also see that the 6 lines of product that we're in, they are huge lines and are huge sellers, because anti-aging and skincare is always going to be interesting for people, okay? No matter, even if we're stuck inside, we want to be stuck inside and we want to look good and we want to age gracefully, because the last thing we want to do is have issues when we get older, right? And when we're supposed to start enjoying our lives. So on the business aspect, really, really quickly, if it's something that would interest you on the business, I've really liked it because it's an international business, and I usually travel a lot. I used to travel a lot. So I've been able to have customers all over the world, which is great. I have a multinational business without even having to do anything, right? I can sit from home on my computer and just talk to people and share what I know. And we are continuously expanding and getting our products to new places. Now, right now in April, we did make a special. Okay, there is an enrollment fee normally. Okay, the minimum starter kit is normally $50, but we are allowing free distributorship this month just because we realize that life is different, the situations are different, and we want to be able to reach out there and reach more people and get you an income, because over time, our business plan is not to have people work 40, 50 years. Our business plan is to have people work for the number of years that they want to, get the money that they want, and then be able to retire and live life the way that they should and the way that their body will allow them to, because you have no idea. There's some people in my team that are like, they're over 50 and they look better than me. And I'm like, dude, this is not fair. You've been taking this for much longer. I needed to start this when I was like 20. And I would at least still look like I'm 20, but still. Well, you know, at least when you're old and if you look good, you can enjoy it, right? And that's the whole point. So the Proven System is a laptop lifestyle. We do everything online, which is what makes it even more better now, because now we're kind of forced to stay at home and looking for different options. So I managed to keep it in time. Yay! Big shout out to me. Thank you so much for giving me these 30 minutes. Thank you for listening to my story. By now, normally, I always ask that the people are normally, you know, in one of 3 places. Either number 1, they want to have a look or get more information on some products. They want to try it. They want to see what NRF2 or what NRF1 and 2 can do for them. They might want to see what their skincare can do. They might want to grow their hair a little bit and see what that does. Please, if that's your case, connect with me. Number 2, you might say, hey, I like the products, but I'm also interested in the business. The business interests me right now because I'm looking for something else to do that'll bring me money, but that can also help others get better and continue to live healthier and live longer. So if you're that case, please connect with me and I'll tell you more about the special promos we're having in April. Or you might be number 3 and you might say, you know what, this is great, but it's really not for me. I'm not interested in either. That's okay too. I thank you so much for your time. And if you happen to know somebody who might fall in one of the other 2 categories, then please share this, because if we don't share, we're being selfish. And if we have something that could help somebody else and change their lives, we should share it, because otherwise I would have never heard about this, because you cannot get this in GNC anymore. You cannot get this in the stores. It has to be done face to face. So I thank you so much for your time and for sharing this with me. And if I can help you in any other way, then I will be happy to. Now I see some people in this chat. I'm going to stop the recording in case somebody has some questions for me. And stop the recording somehow.